This is Sky Movies Screen 2.
Robert Redford, Michelle Pfeiffer, Up Close and Personal, one of Sky's mega movies, tonight 10:50 Sky Movies Screen 1.
Coming up, corruption and scandal in New York City. Al Pacino, John Cusack and Bridget Fonda star in the thriller City Hall. More in a minute.
Mom, are you nuts? You're really gonna be on the Louis Buffano trial?
All she wanted was a bit of excitement.
You're in danger, and your son is in danger.
But now she's in way over her head.
All you have to do is say 2 words. Not guilty.
I can't.
You will.
Oh, God, no!
The Juror, one of Sky's mega movies, premieres soon on Sky Movies Screen 2.
On Friday on Sky Movies Screen 1, scandal is uncovered at City Hall. A hard-hitting thriller of corruption and murder in New York. City Hall stars Al Pacino as the mayor and John Cusack as his deputy. Joining them, Bridget Fonda, Martin Landau, and Danny Aiello. Co-written by Nicholas Pileggi, whose story was told in the movie Goodfellas, City Hall was directed by Harold Becker, his second film with Al Pacino, following the thriller Sea of Love. City Hall is this week's Friday premiere, starting at 9 o'clock. This is an important year for Mayor John Pappas. What he wants is to be chosen as the Democratic candidate in the next presidential election, and he's preparing for it now, making allies with people that matter, doing favors that will be returned sometime in the future. The last thing he needs is a scandal, but that's just what he gets. It all starts with a shooting on the streets of Brooklyn, which claims 3 victims. A New York cop, the nephew of a mafia boss, and a young boy on his way to school.
Kid's dead. So's the dealer.
And the cop?
Not good.
Not good either for Mayor Pappas as he comforts the grieving families, giving some of the best performances of his career, praying that his secrets don't come out.
I ask you now to join me. Join me. Rise up with me. Rise up on the wings of this slain angel. We'll rebuild on the soul of this little warrior. We will pick up his standard and raise it up. Carry it forward until this city, your city, our city, his city, is a palace again! Is a palace again!
If the mayor's secret wheelings and dealings do come out, it will be because of his deputy, Kevin Calhoun. The deeper he digs, the more corruption he uncovers.
Keep looking at that thing as if it weren't kosher.
A cut of meat is kosher. A piece of fish, savory foods, and all kinds of dainties are kosher, but a probation report is not kosher. A probation report is merely a probation report.
I am a good Louisiana Lapsed Catholic, Dave, so just don't talk to me about kosher. Just give it to me straight. What's wrong with this report?
It's too kosher.
Translate that for me.
The Virgin looks pregnant to me.
It threatens the administration because it blows up into a pretty big scandal.
Good cop turns bad. It happens all the time.
So what is it? Get the deputy mayor off my ass.
Truth will out, often when you least expect it.
I'm the one that made the meeting for Eddie with Tino, so he can give up what he knew about the judge.
And what was that?
Joining Calhoun in his search is young lawyer Mary Beth Cogan, played by Bridget Fonda.
She's representing the widow of a deceased police officer against the city. And that widow has children. So it really boils down quite nicely, very distilled into what is important in life.
Is anything wrong? Don't talk to anyone without checking with me first, okay? Okay.
Eddie Santos was a good cop. You're doing a vile thing. It's wrong. It's wrong to blame a dead cop. It's wrong to steal a widow's rights. It's wrong.
You keep saying that. Nobody's doing anything.
You've got all the answers, don't you?
I wanted to put memorable characters in there who can make an indelible impression on you in a very short period of time, and you're not going to forget them.
Kevin, for God's sakes, you're my right hand. You're the mayor's right hand. Who do you think you are? Some gumshoe in a dime novel, loose cannoning around the city, consorting with known mobsters?
He's the greatest. I mean, he's he's the example of what happens sort of if you do the whole thing right, you know? I mean, his sensibility, his passion about his work, and, you know, the way he works and his generosity. He's one of the few people you meet, and, you know, you meet people who you've loved for years, and sometimes they can let you down, but he's one of the guys who you meet, and he's everything you expected him to be.
First of all, his passion is remarkable. It's just, you know, of course, we can think of him as well as that he's a very appealing man. I mean, he's very attractive. His passion, it comes out of him. It comes out of his pores.
Speaking of performances, Frank, I don't want to hear about another one like that one you gave this morning.
Your boy embarrassed me.
You're gonna have to live with it.
Why?
Because he's my boy.
So to have somebody like that playing, you know, the mayor, you can understand it. You can understand why he would get the vote. You can understand how he could move people.
If a sparrow dies in Central Park, I feel responsible.
It's not just about politics. It's about the journey. And that's an interesting journey that takes place. And by that I mean, we take the audience, I think, on a very interesting trip.
I'm looking for an answer.
I choose to fight back!
Al Pacino, City Hall, our Friday premiere at 9 on Sky Movies Screen 1.
Fear. It grows in your subconscious
Homicide detectives discovered yet another grisly murder.
until your rational mind
Hasn't been out of the house in over a year.
is incapable of halting its effect.
Why would he send this to you? Why do you think?
Tell me the truth!
The truth is he's very, very smart, and he's way ahead of us.
Sigourney Weaver, Holly Hunter.
I'm death and life to you. Death and life.
Copycat premieres 10 o'clock tonight on Sky Movies Screen 2.